couple years. So
Yeah,
agreed.
but we got to move on. So briefly, we're going to talk about EA Play. So on Saturday morning, they started off their little EA Play thing where they talked about 6 games. The first of which was, and this wasn't a conference, this wasn't like a big thing, but it was definitely something that they wanted to show off, and it was gameplay for the upcoming Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This fucking gameplay has me so hyped. It's a single player experience, and the general idea is that it takes place after Episode 3. So after Order 66 has been enacted, he was a Padawan, he ran away, but he still trains in the Force. And it seems like he's starting to kind of help the rebels, or at least a group of rebels against the Empire. But the gameplay itself is very much a combination of block and parry and strike combat versus just button mash and hit everything like Force Awakens, or not Force Awakens, but Force Unleashed. You can also use Force powers at your whim. One of the Force powers that he has is he can stop something from moving, like a Force freeze power. So there are fans and obstacles in his way that he has to stop and then move past them. So there's a lot of really neat stuff. You can also do like finisher strikes. It's fascinating. The majority of the game, like the platforming, reminds me of Tomb Raider.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very fucking excited about it, and but yeah. So after that, also his companion droid is named BD1, and he's fucking adorable.
Yeah.
But so right after that, they talked about Apex Legends Season 2. And they have a new character coming out, hero, combat legend, a new legend. There you go, because they're called legends. They have a new legend coming out named Watson. She's French, but her entire kit is based around like electricity and amping up characters' ultimates or something like that.
Oh, okay.
She can basically put down these barriers that will like kind of tase somebody as they walk through them, but they're invisible. So you kind of place them in front of doors if you're healing somebody, so that way, if they come in, they stopped. It was really interesting. Her hand movements are very adorable. Like, she'll put it down and she's so excited about it, so she goes like that. So that's interesting. Plus, their Season 2 is going to have challenges, much like Fortnite. Okay. So that way, a game like that needs challenges. So that's really cool. See, they're putting that in. And then after that was Battlefield 5. And I'll admit, didn't care, so barely watched. But apparently, they have a bunch of new content coming to Battlefield 5.
Okay.
And then they talked about fucking Sims 4, Madden 2020, and FIFA 20. And apparently, Anthem made a brief appearance, but I don't like. They were just like, "We have Cataclysms coming," and they're like, "That's it, no more."
Yeah,
Cataclysms. Okay.
I heard nothing out of the event of Anthem.
No, I was busy, and I was every now and then checking Twitter, and nothing.
What I would honestly recommend, because to be fair, to be totally honest, I was there for Jedi Fallen Order.
Same here.
I stayed because I had the time to watch the fucking Apex Legends stuff. And then after that, I was like, well, I got to go DoorDash, and that's the perfect opportunity. So.
Right. Just to go back on Star Wars, I do like the way that it's being the combat mechanics. As more to watching it, it reminds me more of God of War than it did Dark Souls. That's I think one of the initial things I heard about the game.
Well, yeah, because like I said, it has the parry and strike thing, but it's not in a way that, like, when you're playing as Kratos, you can just slash to your whims, to your heart's content, but they're gonna block everything. You have to kind of lock onto your enemy, and the point is that Dark Souls and the Born Souls games, they have a very standard way of combat, a very similar way of combat. And to me, this was more in line with like what you said with God of War.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's like a faster pace, but there's still a level of strategy, like like a rock paper scissors type of system in place with the block and the parry and whatnot.
Well, what's fascinating is that when he goes up against a group of that's right, I keep a fucking jug of water in my room.
we're not judging.
No, I do the same thing, dude. It's fucking hot out here.
It really is. So when he goes up against a group of stormtroopers, he fights them way differently than he does the people who have like the staffs with the purple electricity on the end.
Yeah, the virus type of blade things, whatever they call them.
He has to fight them way differently, or the player does. And I like one of the things I saw him do that was fucking rad was he blocked 2 shots, and then he stopped the 3rd shot from a fucking stormtrooper, pulled him with this hand, and then moved him in front of the laser that he had frozen in time.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Oh,
that was super
that's
sick. I
sick.
saw
That
that. I
sounds
was like,
super sick.
dope.
That sounds really sick.
Yeah, that was cool.
To me, that was like, that sold, done, got me. Right there.
Not to mention, the game looks pretty damn beautiful. On top of that,
You know what's funny is it doesn't look finished yet. Like, it absolutely, like, the textures on faces,
okay.
the animation looks like it's undone.
Mm.
Now that's fine because it's still 6 months out, like 7 months. So it's, trust me, they have plenty of time to make it better.
Yeah. So this is taking place around the same time as what was it called?
I'd say Rebels, the TV show.
Rebels.
Yeah.
TV show.
Not quite Rogue One. Like, it takes place before.
Yeah. That's what I meant. So this is before Rogue One.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I know, like,
because what's his name? Guerrero is his last name. He has. So do you remember
Ghost Dog? The guy who played Ghost Dog. That dude's character.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Lawrence Fishburne, but that's not correct. What the hell's his name?
Oh man, it's funny because he's a really, really good actor, and I can't remember his name.
He's fantastic. Yeah, I just can't. I'm just drawing a fucking blank. But yeah, it's a younger.
I'll look up his name right now.
Okay.
I'm thinking like maybe a year or two after.
Forrest Whitaker.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they it looks like a younger version of him, so
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool that he's actually in it.
yeah.
Definitely.